we got this. Got to go digging that. Lead, 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 lead. This is a day of detecting. It's real. Right, we have dug down and it's just there. It's only small. G'day folks, I'm the Coffee Bush Kid. We are back out at the Sizzle Permission. This will probably be the last one. We did around the house last time. We got that beautiful brooch. We've got all this area behind me. Off to the side, we've got a big oak tree to play with. There'll be some impediments. There's a whole lot of greater periwinkle, which is a ground creeping plant, which is really, really hard to swing through. But it should be quite interesting. Never know what'll come out of the ground. We were surprised last time. We could well be surprised this time. Hopefully in a good way. Anyway, we won't find out unless I stop talking. So, you know how it goes. Enough yabba from me. Let's get out there. Alrighty folks. First shot. Out of the barrel. There we go. We've got ourselves a pistol shot. So that will be an old late 1800s job, more than likely because of the area. Might have been dropped, might have been fired in the evening to let everyone know that whoever was around here was armed and that they've just packed a new load into their barrel. So there you go. That's as the story goes, but that's a nice little pistol shot anyway. So we're on the board and I've only been going a minute. We will keep going, see what else we can find. There is a lot of rubbish in the ground, but in amongst it all, we got this. Got to go digging that. It's only shallow too, so we'll get the pinpointer out. There we go. Yeah, it was just. It's only just there too. Awesome. We talking coin or is it bottle cap? I'd hope it was coin. Well. Well. That is, especially if I'm looking there, that's just a big plate of lead. Bendy, bendy lead. Well, it did give a big signal, but it was not what I was expecting. Alrighty, we'll keep going. Well, I've been pulling up lead for most of the morning. I've done up on the hillside there. I've got 22s, I've got pistol shots. Got that big piece of lead. Lead, 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 lead. But sometimes it's not bad when you find lead. I'm gonna take it that's a horse, but we really should clean it up and see what we've really got. This could be very cool. Alrighty, we're back. I don't think it had a rider on it. I reckon by all the harness, that would have been once upon a time with a cart. But it's had better days. Now you can see how they were hollow-bodied. But yeah. Been the harness around or the collar around the neck there. We've all found pieces off that. But yes. The remains of a cart horse. That's not a bad find. You know, that was back in the day, let's say, you know, start of the 1900s, I suppose, when lead toys were okay to play with. Anyway, cool find. We'll see what else we can get. I've taken one dig down there, I haven't seen anything, and I get this. Okay, so let's, not seeing anything. We're looking at coin. I'm not very far away from the shed where we got half the buckle. Must be deep. Must be very deep. Let's see what we can do with this. Maybe I was just slightly out. Let's take another dig at this. That should just about do us. There we go. That should be better. Roots and everything in the way. But we have broken the soil up. We are still not finding anything. That's very deep. For the sake of your sanity, I'll switch off and come back when we've got it. Right, we have dug down and it's just there. It's only small. So I haven't seen it yet. Are we still in? Yes, we are. Might have brought you in a bit too early. Who knows? But if there was something good, I did want you to see it. Got that iron blurb to it. I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring you back again when we get it out. Right, bigger than Ben-Hur. That's what we've got off the top. Now I haven't touched it. If we look down in there, there's a rim. But that's huge. What have we found? It's probably some medallion. Maybe. Oh, it looks like it's got 4. The hell is that? Is it some sort of watch or something? I don't know. It's not a coin. We can safely say that. I think I will clean it up. Oh, it might be something to do with a locking system off a satchel bag. Who knows? We'll clean it up. We'll find out what it is. Once and for all. Oh, there you go. I was right. So there's the keyhole. These were bent over. You can see all that there. Latchy bit. There's also a latchy bit up there. See, that would have been off some sort of saddle bag or something of the ilk. Certainly gave a damn good signal, so that will be some sort of copper alloy. Measured it with the acupoint. It was 7 inches down, that was. So, you know, that was a good signal. Unusual find. Yeah, good solid piece of history. Anyway, we'll keep going. It's funny how when most of the time we're looking for small targets and you get a big one that stuffs you all up, you say, oh yeah. Yeah, it's sort of all over the place. Well, you start digging and then you look at the ground and you go, yep, that would probably be it. Big tap. Seen better days. Which is an old solid stonker. That'll probably do it. Anyway, plonk. We'll keep going. Well, to get a big, heavy signal out of the ground that's shaped like this. It would nearly take your breath away. Look at that. It's just the wrong colour. That is a big globby chunk of bloody lead. Lead Day Blues. That's what they should be playing in the background. Lead Day Blues. Jeez, it would have been great if that was yellow in colour. Anyway, we will keep going. Well, this is where I'm playing now. So I've done around the house site. I'm under big oak trees. I've done all up the back. I'm working my way down the front. I got a 42-44 signal. And just down here, in the dappled light, I've got this clod. Someone coughing in the background there. And it's not coined because we've got that bevel on there. So it looks like there's a piece of steel there. I don't really know what this is. Maybe part of a locking system, maybe. Oh no, I know what it is. I found one of these before. It's that will clean out there, like that. And there's a hole in there. I think that's like a a bracket for a piano lamp to go onto. So it only, it'll close against the piano, but it'll only open out 90 degrees to it, won't go any further. So that's what that is. Nice brass plug for that. We can see there the hole for the screw. I suppose that's just backing to stop it from falling off. Yeah, interesting find. We found it under the oak leaves and in amongst all the lily things. Yeah, not exactly what we were looking for, but finds are a bit tough today. Anyway, we'll keep going, see what else is around. Well, 44, 45, and we got that. So that's an interesting piece. We've got a chamfer there, two chamfers there that would have been held in with something or to something. I half reckon there would have been a screw in there, some sort of bar going across here that had tapped holes in it. It was able to slide and be locked into some position. There's my call, but I don't really know. That's just what it looks like to me, engineeringly. Yeah. Anyway, good solid non-ferrous signal. We dug it. There it is. We'll keep moving. 58, 59. We got that. We are on the brass things now. So that's I suppose it's an upgrade. We were on lead earlier today. Now we're on the brass bits. But that is a locking mechanism. Now whether that was for a writing desk, a chest of drawers, some sort of big box, don't know. There was iron bits in there and they are no more. But yeah, big signal. Cool find. Off we trot. 42, 45 out of there. Look at that. We are on the brass bits. So there, and we're sort of coming down from here. This is all where I'm getting all those big brass bits and pieces. But yep, there's a hook. And I like this one. I cleaned it up a bit. You can see how it's got the big boss around here. When we look on the back of it, it's got a square shaft that's been peened over. They do not want that to turn. That's a nice little piece of engineering. I might take that one for Andrea. I think she could probably do something with that. That's cool as. Very happy to find stuff like that. Well, down near there. I've got that. That's another lock, or part thereof. Would have gone onto a drawer, something like that. So, you know, we're getting all these locky bits, but that's all changed. Because now, we got that. Now, I would half reckon, that's like a spring system there, I half reckon that this might be off a blowing musical instrument. Push down on that end, or whichever way, and it holds and lifts and carries on. It was a long signal, funnily enough. But yeah, nice, insistent 28, 29. That's what I reckon it is. Might send a photo to my youngest stepson, who is a woodwind player. So yeah, cool little find. We found it and we'll keep going. I've changed location due to I finished at that permission now. Thank you very much to the couple that let me detect there. I decided I'd come and finish off the video out in the bush. That is a little piece of Chinese pottery. Now, not China as we know it, I mean Chinese, from the Chinese. So that's beautiful. And the other thing that I also spotted whilst I was looking at that was there's two bits there. So this is stone glaze storage jar. Often see, there's another one down in there we are. You often see bits and pieces lying around out in the bush. Once you get your eye in, they all of a sudden seem to be everywhere. But all around here there's black beer and gin bottle and all sorts of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what we can actually snag. But I just thought I'd show you those, as they're nice bits and pieces that you find in the bush. Well, dug a bit of a hole there. It was pretty deep, and it was deep iron. I got that. Was that a ball for crushing ore? So it powdered up and you could extract the gold from it? I don't know. Was it something for shooting out of a cannon? It's bloody heavy, like it's real solid. Don't know. But I was going to show you this. So someone else has been over here. There's all the finds. So, you know, a lot of steel stuff. There's an axe head, everything like that. And you can see here that, you know, we've got glass and more axe head that's delaminated and, you know, all sorts of stuff. But funnily enough, I think this is why I actually came here. Look, there's another piece of steel there. The thing that I was actually hoping to find was that. And you'll go, yep, the boy has just gone mad. But no. For whatever reason, I do have two pieces of one at home. This might even be part of it maybe. But that is actually part of an opium pot. So not the pipe, this was the bit that went onto the pipe. If I hold it this side, Viv might actually put a photo of what they actually look like. I reckon this could have been the spot where I got my two bits. But yeah, been broken, been thrown away, but that's what that is. They were often octagonal in shape. But yeah, interesting piece of history. I know it's a little bit like, you know, someone in 100 years' time getting all ecstatic about finding hypodermic syringes. I don't know. But it's just a piece of history. It's a piece of history we've got in Australia. and that's what that is. So, interesting little find. Yeah, we'll keep moving, see if we can find something else. Alrighty folks, that is it. We are done for the day. Sort of didn't really turn out how I thought it might have, but then all days don't turn out like you think they might. We were looking for all glory and everything like that. We found interesting bits, and then it just petered out. And then we went to another spot, and it really didn't start up either. But this is a day of detecting. It's real. Nothing gets planted. You see what I see. We find what we find. If I find it before you do, I'll bring you in afterwards. It's just how it all works. If I've covered it up again, I let you know. It's just real metal detecting. And when you're surfing through all the other channels and that, always look for the real ones, because they'll give you what it's really like. I know I just said real a really lot then, but yeah, keep it truthful. Anyway, we dropped one of these videos at 6:30 Saturday night our time, so you know what to do. We've also got memberships. If you'd like to join those, thank you. That would be great. And to those who already have, we very much appreciate it. We've got an e-store with merch, and we've got some new stuff coming in. Wow, that'd be nice to have a couple, wouldn't it? Might even be nice to wash up afterwards. Who knows? Little hints being dropped everywhere. But keep in mind, it's always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. I'll catch you next time.